So you're doing your takeaway and a side bait. If she just responds, you loop it. I mean, don't overdo it. General rule of threes always works. You've done it once, maybe do it twice more, but maybe do it twice. 3 max. You guys can tell. If you're like constantly starting new conversations like, hey, was that club great last night or what? Yes. Speaking of that club, do you like 7-Eleven or White Hen? 7-Eleven. Do you like snow cones or ice pop? It doesn't, use your brain. Like I said, this pre-assumes that you, or assumes, I would say, that you kind of understand those theories of game. If she moves on from your takeaway and she responds to you and baits, that's an IOI. She's going to respond to your takeaway and to your new bait, and she's going to respond to that and bait herself. Then you're going to be in what we call the comment, bait, and escalate continuum. This is basically how conversations work. Text conversations should be 1 for 1, right? So I'm going to send you something, you're going to send me something. I'm going to send you something, you're going to send me something. That's just how text conversations work. Real conversations basically go that way too. I give you some input, you give me some input. Like Spear said, 50-50. That's how it should be. That's how conversing should be. What the escalation is here can be used for sexual escalation. But in this case, it's escalating through the form of the seduction. In ABCs, we go A, approach and attract; B, banter, buying temperature; B, in the moment; C, comfort, connect. These are steps that we take through the seduction. You can take all your fucking amazing routines that you've learned from other people and your awesome inner game that you've learned from those guys and plug it all into ABCs and see where it is. I give you the fucking map to get in bed with her. And I can do that on this as well. That's what escalation is. Escalating the conversation. Ending up in comfort with her, making her feel like she's been with you for a long time. You know what? I think we made it through. I had 45 minutes. I thought I had 45 minutes, and I literally had 45 minutes, but it turns out we have an hour. So are there questions? Oh, yes. Look at this. I'm going to go front to back.
So I got this text message from a girl I met last night.
Oh, specific text message question. You have to say, "Dear Gareth." You don't have to say that.
Alright, here we go. So I got this at 2:30 a.m.
Good. Go over and fuck her.
Alright.
That's all you know. I'm serious. That's all you need to know. If you get a text from a girl after, 11 p.m., you're in the zone.
Okay, the way it goes is, I say, she says, blah, blah, you're silly. I'm like, okay, tell me a small secret, something fun. The response is, I'm just sitting on the patio, chilling all by myself. That's my little secret.
Go over to her house right now.
I told you!
Go over to her house. Okay, here's the idea. I'm going to say it like this. You're a girl, right? Just for this. You're a girl, right? And a guy just sent you a text at 2:30 in the morning and said, hey, I'm just sitting on my patio by myself, all alone. He's a fucking sketchball, right?
Okay.
Okay?
Hey, do you get it now? Yeah. You get it? You get it? I told you that. He told you that. You get it now?
Okay, that was your question, wasn't it? Oh, shit. Okay. Anybody? Any questions that have consulted someone else before me? Go ahead.
Did you repeat the Taj Mahal line? You were going to read that.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to make it through. My Taj Mahal line, and I've only had 2 minutes to use it, and I'm giving it to you guys, and it's going to be spread throughout. How about this? How about if you guys just promise not to type it anywhere? Tell your friends, whatever, just don't type it on forums. I want to hold on to it. My Taj Mahal line is, hey, I've been building something for you, and it's finished. Google Taj Mahal, it should show up. So I've been building something for you, and it's finished, or it's finally completed, or something along those lines. The trick is you want to make it nonchalant, and keep the humor. I've been building something for you, and it's finally finished. Google Taj Mahal, and it should show up. I'll keep and spell it like Taj Mahal, like the building. Don't spell it like there's a singer, Taj Mahal. You know what I mean? Smileys? No, I don't do that because it's so obviously a joke. At this point, it's a good question because at this point there is no risk of if she misinterprets that, she's not if you get a girl that's you didn't build that, she's an idiot. Don't. I do not give you permission to have sex with girls like that. Okay, next question. Yes.
I was talking to you outside earlier, and you talked about some book that you said was really good.
Oh yeah, okay. So I talked about this in my seminar that I gave that we'll probably give again because it was super popular. We got really great reviews. Bravo from Style Life came, Greg Fellows from the Pickup Artists came, a bunch of my 12-week students came. If you want to escalate on the phone, this is great during sex too, but on the phone and over text, there's a book called The Fine Art of Erotic Talk by Bonnie Gabriel, Bonnie Gabriel. And this is flirt texting. Flirt texting. Whee! It's pink, it's got Sex and the City references. There's even a whole thing in the back, a glossary of abbreviations, the highlight of which is AWGTHTGTTA. Are we going to have to go through this again? We'll send that ever.
Do they have something in there that says, like, you received this text about Taj Mahal?
Yeah, they have shit like that. It's like what, there's a whole chart that's like what he says and what he means. There's one thing, it's like what he says. And it's like, hey. And it's like, what he really means. He doesn't want to, he doesn't want to go out of his way to find out what you're doing or set any plans, but he wants to make sure you're on his mind. Like, how do they know that? Okay, somebody I haven't heard from. Yes?
I have two questions.
Okay, well, say the first one. Actually, can you say them both at the same time?
Right.
No, one at a time. Okay, we'll start with the first one. Start with the second one.
First one is, how do you frame a sexual mentality in your text if you're just met her and you're in cases?
To be honest with you, that is a long conversation. Being sexual, a lot of these guys have talked about being sexual, embodying sexuality, teasing with your sexuality, bringing sexuality into the conversation. I'm very sexual, I'm very direct. Whenever I do, looking like I look like fucking Jim Morrison's hot younger sister, like I get Russell Brand all the time. People have given me a table at a club because they thought I was Russell Brand. I just look sexual. So even when I go into a club or I go up to a girl and I'm like, hey, who wants more women than men? She's like, oh, I don't know. What do you want me to do? Like literally, whoa, okay, that's cool. That sexuality is, there's an element called erotic undertones that they go into that book, The Fine Art of Erotic Talk. It's the idea that you include erotic undertones. You default to kind of erotic ideas. I operate a principle, which actually somebody talked about earlier, in a different way. Basically, like Vince Kelvin talks about it all the time, getting sexual and making it her fault. A lot of what I do will be like, I'll ask her what she did today. I'll be like, so what did you do today? She's like, I don't know, I went to work and then got dressed and came here. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, I woke up pretty early, because she'll be like, oh, what did you do? I woke up pretty early and I, took a shower and I, stop thinking about me taking a shower. Just because now you're picturing me naked, and now you're picturing you naked, and you're picturing you on me naked, and we're doing that thing where there's lots of like, stop. Just stop right now, let me continue with the day. Erotic undertones, the idea that you're putting those things. If a girl's like, oh, this test was really hard, I'll be like, you like it when it's hard?